ting-a-ling, ring, ting-a-ting-a-ling. I'm on the lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside, snow is falling, and friends are ignoring. I see those sleigh bells ting-a-ling, ring, ting-a-ting-a-ling.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my famous Cajun pasta. I posted it on my Snapchat the other day and a lot of you guys wanted to know my secret ingredients. So I'm going to be nice and I'm going to show you how to make it. So first you're going to need these ingredients: shrimp, and pasta. You can use any kind of pasta. I like this pasta. What else? You're gonna need whipping cream, grape tomatoes or dried tomatoes. These are my seasonings that I use. Okay, you can see it. That was garlic, pepper, and herbs. This is fish seasoning that I use. Cool Runnings. Vegeta. Old Bay. Cayenne pepper. Paprika. Onions, and all-purpose Maggi seasoning. When I'm done with the video, I will put everything in my description below. So what I like to do is I like to put a little bit of oil on the shrimp just so that the seasoning can stay on it. I don't measure out my seasonings, I just gladly just throw. Okay, so we're gonna go in with some paprika. And I'm just gonna lightly put some in. I think my secret is, like, the more you have, the more seasoning you put in. The less meat or whatever, the less seasoning you put in. Now I'm gonna go in with Vegeta. So I'm just pretty much covering the shrimp with the seasoning. Then what did I just use? Okay, then I'm gonna go in with fish seasoning. For all my seafood, I always use fish seasoning on everything. Only for like seafood. And then we're gonna go in with onion powder. And just, you know, I'll just guess how much, as long as it's all covered. Then we're gonna go in with cayenne pepper. That's gonna give you the kick spice to it. And then some Old Bay. This is my second time using it. The first time was when I made the pasta, and now this is my second time, and it's really good. I'd highly recommend Old Bay if you are making any type of seafood. And Maggi seasoning. This is a Jamaican seasoning. I use this on all my meats. It's like the best ever. Okay? If you guys are looking for a good taste, this is the seasoning that you need. And I'm just gonna throw it in. And yeah, for all my seasonings, I just put a little bit of everything because it's salty, and I don't want to over salt my shrimp. So I just shake, and yeah, that's it. One more thing that I use: ginger. My mom came and she gave me some ginger. This is some fresh ginger that's blended up and strained. So I go in with a cap full of ginger, and I use ginger with everything that I season because it just gives it such a nice taste. Okay, now I'm gonna get a spoon, and then I'm gonna go in with it, as you can see. Make sure it's nice and seasoned well. You'll know when it's seasoned when like everything is just like a different color and it's not like white. It's like nice and seasoned. Okay, so that is that. Next I'm going to go in with the pasta. Oopsies. Yeah, the pasta. And you just have to put some oil in your pot, some salt, and throw it in the damn pot. Okay? So here we go. My water dried out, so I have to add some water back into it. Give me 1 second. So now we are going to start with putting the diced tomatoes and onions in the pot, and also we're going to put some minced garlic in the pot as well. I'm going to be using coconut oil. I'll show you the oil that I'm using. This oil is the best oil, hands down. I'm just going to go in with a teaspoon. I don't measure how much I'm using at the time. So yeah. This is it. And we're going to start off with the tomatoes and the onions. This is our pasta. It looks like it's completed now, so we're going to turn it off. And we're going to put chopped garlic inside as well. This is no name chopped garlic. It doesn't have to be no name, just any chopped garlic is good. And I'm just going to go in with a tablespoon of chopped garlic. Put in the pot. This will give it the flavor. I'm just gonna make it just cook down a little bit. And then I will show you what is next afterwards. So these are the seasonings. You want it to come to a complete bubble so that the onions and the tomatoes could be nice and soft before adding in the rest of the ingredients to make your cheese sauce. If you could smell through the phone, you would go straight to heaven. The way it smells so good. Oh God, I love cooking. Okay. So I could tell that the tomatoes are getting soft because they're getting a little wrinkly. That's what you want. Because it's going to mix in with the pasta sauce that we're going to make from scratch. Okay, so we're going to turn it down to number 2, and then we're going to go over to my next frying pan. where we're gonna start making the shrimp. So when I'm cooking my shrimp, I cook it not too long because I don't want it to be chewy, and I wait until it turns white on one side before I flip it. So we're gonna have that cooking. We're gonna leave that to cook and then start back up with the sauce. So I'm gonna go in now with the whipped cream. And I'm gonna pour. Stir it all up and make it come to a boil first. Now we're going to check back on with the shrimp. They're looking good. Everything's looking good. And we're just going to flip it over. You don't want to overcook it because you don't want it to be dry, especially with pasta. But as you can see, it's white on one side. Oh God. Once it's white like this, then it's time to flip it over. So we're going to flip it. So that it's cooked on each side. Okay. It's Friday. A lot of people don't cook on Fridays. They do takeout, but I don't really care for takeout like that. So I normally cook every day of the week. Maybe one day out of the week I won't cook, but I prefer to cook my own food than to eat outside food. How about you guys? Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys do on your Fridays. If you guys go out to eat and not cook at home, or if you cook at home, or don't cook or don't eat at all on a Friday. So this looks like it's almost ready. I think I flipped all of them individually already to make sure everything is cooked. A couple more minutes. You see how good this looks? Okay. I know I'm not blind. I know it's not just me that's seeing how good this looks. Okay. And the smell. Watch when it's done. You guys are going to be so amazed. There would be no reason to go to the restaurants anymore. Literally. No reason, because it's going to be way better than the restaurant pasta. Okay. You want it to be a nice golden a nice golden color, and we've achieved that right now, as you can see. So I'm just going to turn this off now. And then we're going to go back to the sauce. Now it's at a nice bubble. That's what we want. A nice bubble. So that all the flavors could just be blended all together. Then we're going to add the cheese. And you're just going to mix it in. Once you mix it in, you're going to go back and you're going to re-season the pot. Once you mix it in, you're going to go back and you're going to re-season the pot with all the seasonings that we used to season the shrimp. But what I like to do is, the seasoning from the pan, I just throw it in here and add a little bit more of the whipping cream to it, and just give it a shake, and then go in with the spoon, and there you go. All the seasoning is all in there. I'm going to just add a little bit more paprika, just to give it a little bit more color. There you go. Perfect. And if you want, I like to just do a little taste test. I just take a little bit, drop it in my hand, and just taste it. This tells me whether it needs more of seasoning or not. So now I'm gonna go in with the shrimp. You want to add both together. And just stir it in. And now we're going to strain off the pasta. Make it simmer for a little bit more. And then we're just going to add the pasta into it, like this. I tasted it, it tastes good, but I want to add some more seasoning to make it hit the right spot. Yeah, it's gonna taste so good. I think I probably made too much pasta, but we're gonna use everything. Okay. And we're just gonna mix it in, nice and slow, so that everything is covered. And if you want, you could put in more cheese, whether it be Parmesan cheese or mozzarella cheese, but don't overdo the cheese though. No need. Okay, we're just gonna have that sit for a little bit. And I'm gonna add in a little of all my seasonings again to it. So this is the garlic, pepper, and herb. Vegeta. Old Bay. Onion powder. Cayenne pepper. All-purpose Maggi seasoning. Fish seasoning. And a little more paprika. And then we're just gonna mix it in. I think I'm gonna add some cheese to it. Just a little bit on the top, and then it'll be done. Then I'm going to go back in with the Parmesan cheese. See, the color is changing now. The color is changing not only from the paprika seasoning, but also from the tomato. So it's giving it a nice taste and changing the color as well to the pasta. So the more tomatoes, the more color you get. and it's completed. Oops. Hey guys, so that's the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed my recipe. Please subscribe if you have not already subscribed, and like and comment down below if you would like to see some more of my cooking or just more of anything. Thank you again for watching. You guys have a nice day. Bye.